Today I fucked up by deciding to not take Advil at work. My story starts yesterday, Friday the 13th. I had a dentist appointment for 2 fillings to be put in, and I'm one of those people that are scared of the dentist, so that was fun. Fast forward to after the torture was done, I still had to work, of course. I had been taking Advil for the pain once the freezing had worn off, and we all know there's only so many Advils you're allowed to take in a day, so I wanted to save a few for when it's bedtime just in case. At home I knew I had some CBD gummies which had little to no THC, so they don't get you high or anything, but I've heard it's good for pain, so I figure hey, why not? I went home at lunch, ran in, ate it, and went back to work. Everything was fine and dandy until about an hour later, I started thinking, wow, that must have had a little bit more THC than usual in it. Then it started hitting a little harder. I texted my roommate to get them to check the packaging, and it turns out I'm an idiot. I didn't have any CBD ones left, I only had 50/50 CBD/THC gummies left. I've just started getting into the cannabis thing since it became legal, yay Canada, so my tolerance isn't the highest. So there I was in front of my computer at work, feeling half great, half OMG, with still 4 hours left of my shift. Thankfully it wasn't a very strong one, 5 mg/5 mg, so it wore off by the time I got off work, but there was a few moments where I was super paranoid. Thankfully nobody seemed to notice, and there was only 2 other people left. TL/doctor, had pain from the dentist, thought I'd take a CBD pill to help. Turns out to be half CBD and half THC, and I got high at work by accident. That's funny because yesterday I had a today I fucked up by taking too much ibuprofen at work, and then I got weak and nauseous. I did this on a flight to Vegas this past summer. Grabbed what I thought were purely CBD gummies and shared one with my wife as the flight took off. Mind you, she knew they had THC. I did not. She just thought I wanted to get into party mode early on, which is not my style, especially since we were going to see my family immediately upon arrival. Well, I decided to watch a pretty intense film, the history film They Shall Not Grow Old, thinking I had only had CBD. About 40ish minutes into it, my face is super close to phone screen. I feel slightly nauseous, but only thinking it's because the film is getting graphic. I pause it and sit up and think, wow, I feel really off. Am I gonna puke? My wife is not sitting next to me, so I get up to go to the bathroom and pass her. She's all smiles, so I smile weakly and go pee. Stare at myself for a long time, I think, in the bathroom mirror, and decided I am not having a medical emergency and should just not watch the film anymore. I go to my seat, calm down, drink water, and try to chill out. When we arrive and are heading to baggage claim, I tell my wife, I feel really off. I hope I'm not sick. She starts laughing and says, you're high, silly. From the candy. Did you forget? I was like, that was only CBD. She says, nope, I got the wrong ones. I took a deep breath and just started laughing. We both did. I was so high. It was an adventure when we met up with my family, but I pulled through. And you did, too. I feel like funny stories / today I fucked ups like this are going to be more and more common as we see cannabis products become more commonplace. At the end of the day, it's not like you got drunk at work. You're right, he got high. What's the difference in a workplace though? What kind of feelings did you get that you needed a painkiller afterwards? Honestly curious, as I've never experienced any sort of pain after having one done. I've had a lot of them as well. They'd always just give me a shot of Novocaine and everything was fine once it wore off. Most of the time the Novocaine shot is more uncomfortable than getting the actual filling, for me at least. We noticed. Today I fucked up by attempting to buy condoms. So me and my girl went to Costco to look at mattresses and furniture because we had just gotten approved for our own place. After wandering around, I asked if we still had condoms. She states there is only one left. We walk to the pharmacy and grab the 40 count of Trojan variety pack for $13. We begin walking towards the checkout line and my GF states, it would be really awkward if we ran into my grandma or something. I ask why would it be awkward that she sees 2 consenting adults having sex and using protection. Get close to the line and my girlfriend runs back to hide behind diapers. I'm holding the big purple unmissable box of Trojans in my hands. I look up and see my GF's dad staring at me. I get the oh shit feeling and I quickly toss the condoms into a box of pillows. My GF comes out of hiding, and we say it's so funny running into you here, trying to play off that I was not trying to buy condoms, and we help him put the groceries onto the conveyor belt. As of right now I'm sitting in his dining room painting a lighthouse with my girlfriend. BL Doctor, got caught attempting to buy condoms in front of my girlfriend's dad. Dude knows you're banging his girl. He'd probably be happier knowing you use condoms. Hope that's the case. Painting a lighthouse. Never heard it called that before. Yeah, it's a new phrase. Shoulda just said, do you want grandkids yet? And gone about your business. Awkward, but if you guys are getting a place together and going to buy bedroom furniture, I'm pretty sure the family knows you are having sex. For some people sex is like climate change, they might know something's there but they really don't want to see or hear any of it. Some just want to ignore difficult feelings, that's it. Not saying this story has these kind of people. I fail to see how this is a today I fucked up. There was no fuck up at all in this story, and only an awkward situation. Except the GF made it worse by jinxing it then awkwardly hiding, so I'd say if anything she was the one who qualifies for a today I fucked up. Today I fucked up by watching porn on my phone in bed at home alone until the Bluetooth connected to my wife's car when she pulled into the garage. Pretty much the title. My wife takes it quite personally when she's caught me with porn on the computer before, but that was at least 10 years ago. She went out Christmas shopping this morning and my general routine if it's not late at night to watch some porn and relax is to do the same when she's out of the house. Bluetooth was enabled on my phone, like always, and I had to drive her car yesterday. So sure enough, while I was relaxing watching a particularly vocal scene, the audio went out. So I thought. I pushed volume up, thinking I had muted the sounds. To my horror, the Bluetooth labeled hands-free link, ironically, to our Honda minivan volume control went up. Let's just say there hasn't been much Christmas spirit around here the last hour. At least my Mill, who's staying with us for Christmas, wasn't in the car. I suppose it could have been worse. Too long didn't read. Don't leave Bluetooth enabled on your phone when trying to complete a secret Black Ops porn mission, especially if you share the family minivan with your wife. Should have just told her you did it on purpose, hoping it might rev her engine. Then you could have given her the Yule log and voila, Christmas spirit all around. Married people don't have sex with each other. That's why he was watching porn. I've made it a habit of turning off Bluetooth before watching porn because sometimes my phone connects to the smart TV we have in the living room. One time I was watching a normal YouTube video and was wondering why the sound wasn't working. After a few seconds of adjusting the settings and turning the volume as loud as it goes, I heard something coming from across the house. Had no idea phones can connect to televisions until then, and now I'm paranoid whenever I watch porn. Every time I watch porn, some woman from Germany calls me up and tells me to cut it out. Wow. Morning, Owen. I think it depends on what her expectations were pre-marriage. I knew my wife didn't like porn before we got married. Haven't looked at it in the 30+ years we have been. We have a very healthy sex life, so never really been an issue. She doesn't like it for a number of reasons and I'm happy to abide by her wishes on this. Premarital counseling should cover this so couples could decide up front, but doubt it does, which is a shame. My favorite was the couple who went to pre-marriage counseling. Guy asked them how many kids they wanted and she said 6 at the same time he said 1, followed by both of them looking at each other and yelling what. They got married, had 5 kids, he got caught wanking to porn at work 3 times and got fired. He moved to the other side of the country after the divorce. Thing is, it was a work couple and we all knew it'd never work.